motivate. Follow me, I know the way. Grind hard on them every night and day. And the 40 bang hard in the air, I don't play. I ain't for the neck and the juggler. So don't people think I'm a smuggler. Don't get it confused, bro, I'm just a hustler. Been in the gym, so I got my muscle up. I'm like Yosemite Sam in the Wild West. I just laugh at them when they wear vests, cause it's headshots on sight. I don't do beef, I just lay it to rest. I'm so hungry, my flow sound malicious. On my journey, I'm chasing my riches. I got so many reasons that I gotta make it, so I wake up and I go get it. I move like I'm the mob in my all black. You ain't down with my squad, you can fall back. If you never seen greatness, then you bout to witness, and you gon' know what you should call that. Every song that I've been on is a hit like a ball back. I took some losses, but I got them all back. Been at the bottom and I'm never going back. I'm fully focused and I'm on track. I'm tired of waiting, I'm running out of patience. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm tired of waiting, I'm running out of patience. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm tired of waiting, I'm running out of patience. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm about to make my move right now. Yeah, I came up straight from the bottom. Put on the gas, yeah, that's the throttle. I get the smash cause I get the model. These people mad cause I get the mile. I'm changing lanes in my auto. Get to the bag is my motto. I'm coming up cause I stay down. Grind so hard I can't slow down. Death was given started from the mud. I wrapped it up and now it's a drum. If you wanna play, count my bluff. I'm not gon' pull it if I ain't gon' bust. I'm making a movie, cooking up too. On the freeway I got no roof. I'm nothing but crack, yeah, that's true. I'm about to win, don't know about you. Tired of waiting, I'm running out of patience. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm tired of waiting, I'm running out of patience. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm tired of waiting, I'm running out of patience. I'm about to make my move right now. I'm about to make my move right now.
Oh yeah. Yo, let's do this.
Now picture homie rolling, let me offer my condolence. You don't know just how I'm doing. And the silence gold I'm broke cause they know him for talking fluent. Got him under the influence, the truest, talking to him. With a Kanye ego bumping him out music, I'm eschewing. I just doing good a day, gonna have to get explicit. I got love for rappers like I do for my fucking ex-bitches. And I got that pass, though, I'm gonna ask permission if I could kick it. Checking the repertoire, I got that rep on par with the best who did it. I just get it how I'm living. Shout out to the ones that with them. Think that I wanted to ransom when ends gold dog when I'm in the building. And it kind of ironic, who would've thought that I'd be the hottest? Never came close to being no bitch, but you know Snow was a fucking product. Tell me who won it, not what you want, it's bound to be iconic. Baby, you got it. Let me get that love and that's 100, checking the proof on it. When I'm in the spot and I catch the feeling, raising the roof on it. You know that we gonna be about to head. Hey, hey, y'all ain't ready. Blaze up the whole damn city. Whoa, 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 nah, nah, nah. Get up, I know y'all hear me. Show love when I'm in your city. Whoa, 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 nah, nah, nah. I did it for the 530, did it for the West Coast, did it better than most, did it with a little soul, couldn't do it alone, so I did it for the squad, now we doing the toes. You know I did it for Detroit, that's why they see me hustle hard. I got the drive and muscle cars and work ethic of my father. Y'all respect him cause you gotta, love to hate him but you oughta know you gotta give him props for the way he kept on riding. Now it's fire, 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 I'ma burn it down. These haters all can get the noose, they plan on hanging around. I'm letting loose, when they see me they ain't making a sound. I'm living proof, they turning on you, we been holding it down. But still I put on for my city, man, I put on for my city. Yo, what put on, I suggest you paying dues and you getting busy. Ain't the one to put on anyone that has been riding with me. Whether they friends or they enemies, gonna have to miss me, dog. We bout to head. Hey, hey, y'all ain't ready. Blaze up the whole damn city. Whoa, 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 nah, nah, nah. Get up, I know y'all hear me. Show love when I'm in your city. Whoa, 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 nah, nah, nah.
was disgusting. Oh my God, June. Oh.
Absolutely devastating.
He's actually in a really good spot for his teammate to watch over him and give him assistance, but no one really watching the main run up. And oh, what a trophy system collateral kill!
Oh, they gotta get on the point. They gotta get on the point. They're gonna run out of time. Can they contest? They are with 1.4 seconds. And Phil is gonna go down. We are gonna be seeing him now. No, out of the point, and Wave Runners by the skin of their teeth are gonna be able to hold on.
Can he play from horse? Oh, holy! He's gonna get another one.
As Hoy will quick scope heavy.
But it's gonna not necessarily translate to control the bottom lane, as Legacy just being an absolute nuisance here with his team just getting such a back control here.
Kill is gonna get hustled down to 2v2. They should have had the man up, and now Austin feels pretty keen to get one. He's gonna look for the double, can't quite get it. Zuxium, the last man alive, and now it's Zuxium trying to finish off the team. He's gonna stun in there, see one. One's gonna push out, it's gonna get taken out. Zuxium can finish it right here, 7 points left. Taking out another one more pushes out. He's gonna get taken out by a teammate, and that's gonna be Hype Esport taking map number 1.
I see it now, I see it now.
All right, guys, how are you doing this evening? I am Brett FX, joined here by Kamaka. It's been a while since we've cat together, but how you doing, brother?
Oh, dude, I'm doing just fine, and I'm glad to be back as well, Brett.
He is glad to be back, especially because he's sporting a brand new rig, but we might talk about that a little bit later. Tonight, we have a fantastic match. They're going to be lined up. Valiant Gaming versus Indiana Syndicate. And Kamaka over here, you have some spicy words on this match, don't you?
I do indeed. So despite the fact of what you guys may have saw last week, Valiant Gaming is going to be bringing something a little bit different in terms of a roster this week. We'll get to that in a second. But basically, by my estimations, I think they are going to win, despite what your preconceived notions may be from Valiant Gaming from last weekend.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, Valiant Gaming, they only were able to take one map last week, and that was a hard point. So not the best showing, not being able to take it to that game 5 or take the series. As on the other side of things, Indiana Syndicate 3-0'd in their match, and they looked fantastic doing it. They didn't lose a single control round. They were able to win 2 offensive controls, and I believe that was on Garrison too. So that was a pretty impressive feat right there. So they're looking pretty damn good. Both teams really excited to see how this is going to be playing out, especially since we have gotten the recommendation from you that this is going to be a pretty damn good match. So that is exciting stuff right there. But as you said before, we'll take a look at the roster. So let's go ahead and check out Valiant Gaming.
Oh, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are about to see it. There you go. You guys might recognize a few of these names, just maybe if you've been watching the Challenger scene a little bit. Estriol and Flames have been definitely making their mark on the Challenger scene, as well as 47 and JH. These guys are pretty dang good, and they're going to be bringing a lot to the table as Valiant Gaming brings in a new roster to deal with Indiana Syndicate, who were the favorites going in before this roster change. But Brett, they have made a few changes as well. Let's take a look at them.
Yes, they have. So, we were kind of comparing maybe last match. That might not be too fair here, as we are going to be seeing 2 different players jumping on in. This time, our rosters are going to be Gorilla the Captain, Schmalz, Revamp, and I2 Careless. And I believe Schmalz and Revamp are the 2 players that are going to be coming in fresh for this particular match. So, yeah, very curious to see how both of these rosters are going to be shaping up. Obviously, changes. Well, I mean, I would imagine that Indiana Syndicate is probably going to have a little bit of a rougher time because they are switching out just 2 of their players, as opposed to Valiant, which is bringing a full roster. Is this full roster? Or do they come as a full team, or
I
are they
see them
just
playing? They have a lot of experience together, Brett.
Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be a little bit rough, I think, for maybe Indiana Syndicate, but who knows? They might be able to pull it out. But let's go ahead and take a look at the maps that we're going to be playing tonight. It's going to be, I think, some good maps there at the start, but a little bit samey there towards the end. But everybody likes some raid. First one on the board is going to be Crossroads Hardpoint. Second one will be Moscow S&D. Our third is going to be Control on raid. Fourth is going to be raid on Hardpoint. And if we do go to a fifth map S&D, we'll be back on raid. So a lot of raid in our future, potentially here, if it does go to a map number 5, though I've been hearing some rumbles in Discord that we're not going to be seeing it go past the map number 4. So, you know, that might be a little bit disappointing, or it might be a little bit spicy. Don't really know. But yeah, they Crossroads Hardpoint, that is going to be one heck of a meat grinder. I always love watching that particular map. It really shows off some of the just chaotic fragging abilities of some of these players, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, man, this is going to be the true test for Indiana Syndicate to see if they can stand toe-to-toe in the gunfights with their opponents, because like we've been saying about this map so often, Brett, this map is pure gunfights just so often. The frequency of gunfights you're taking is astronomically higher than on other maps because of the size of it. So yeah, it'll give us a good taste of what is to come in terms of how these guys stack up in individual fighting, individual skill, and in team fighting. But yeah, dude, obviously different maps play different ways, so it might not totally be a good litmus test for this, but I think it's going to be a good way to introduce this match.
Well, I think either way, it's going to be good just to see what these two teams are going to be rated at. I am curious though. Do we have the graphic for the division that they're in? No. So, okay. So yeah, I was thinking the divisions. I think Valiant was actually a little bit higher up on the, or I'm sorry, Indiana Syndicate was higher up than Valiant Gaming, but with this new roster, they may be throwing some wrenches into some of these teams' plans. So you do see right there, that's going to be Division B, Natural Talent able to be up there up to the top. But Indiana Syndicate right below with a 3-0 win. Of course, Valiant Gaming, they did lose out on their match. As again, we said that was a different roster, so only one map to their name. But you know, they could be causing some upsets that could be changing the landscape quite a bit. And we are very, very early on in the season, so that is very exciting to see.
Yes, indeed, Brett. Man, Indiana Syndicate, they might be off to a good start with 1-0, which is more than can be said for Valiant right now. But I wouldn't be too surprised if after all is said and done that these teams are about equal. That is my prediction, is that Valiant Gaming is going to defeat Indiana Syndicate tonight. I'm going to withhold the amount of maps that I think it's going to be, because I know that it's going to be, I'm not quite sure if they're going to make a liar out of me or not, but I'm pretty sure Valiant Gaming is going to have the edge tonight, as we are getting in here now with the first hard point on Crossroads Strike.
That is absolutely right. So I'm going to take Indiana Syndicate Game 5. We're going to Game 5 tonight, boys. We're going to a Game 5. Indiana Syndicate takes it all. That's the prediction. All right, so we're on board right here at P1. It is going to be 47 coming around the corner. Picks up one, but only one. So he's going to deny a little bit of time there for Indiana Syndicate, but Valiant Gaming will be able to get inside the hill. This hill right here, we've talked about it before, Kamaka. You know, you're not really going to try and soak up too much time on here, although you don't want to let it get too out of hand. But really right now, these players, they're just going to try and jockey for position for that P2 position.
Yeah, I mean, Flames was in a really good spot in Estriel. They are going to be knocking them out of the spawns with very little separating these two teams after the first hardpoint. This is looking very good again for Valiant Gaming. Although Gorilla trying to cause some trouble in Paradise, he does totally beam Estriel. And another one following suit, 47. It's not looking too good. Indiana Syndicate, they are not getting the spawns back just yet, but they're not allowing their opponents to get a proper setup down just yet. Not let them get too comfortable as another one bites the dust. And revamp around the back could cause some problems here, Brett. So I'm not totally certain that Valiant Gaming is going to hold us for some time.
Yeah, we do see some spawns going off there back as well for Flames. So Valiant Gaming has been able to hold on to this position for now. And oh, JH almost able to pick up two, but not quite. And that is going to take them out of that hard point. Finally, we do see Indiana Syndicate being able to get a little bit of control there. Flames trying to get some nice little shots there from that top position. Not going to be the case. And oh my God, we are going to be seeing some really good play coming out right now to hold on to this flag for Indiana Syndicate. And they are going to continue on to this control. As soon as I say that, though, they might be getting right top. Estriel is going to try and pick up one there on the entrance. Not going to make it happen, but the rotations should be coming up here pretty soon, and that is exactly what we're going to be seeing here right now.
Yeah, Valiant Gaming, they are going to be getting, well, never mind, they are not going to be getting the last few seconds off of this. Valiant have also gone for the rotation. Indiana Syndicate have been doing a very good job of not allowing their opponents to get fully set up, just applying constant pressure to them, and that's exactly what you need to do in order to not get trapped by the lane control of another team in a map like this, which is so easy to trap people with proper setup. Revamp trying to get in here around the back and break the spawns for Valiant. 47 realizing that this is going down. Slides right past him, tries him. He's going for Smalls as well, and he does get the better of both of them. More retribution coming out, though, here, Brett, as Valiant Gaming is getting pushed hard. 47 realizing that the objective is now falling neutral, flying into action. Does buy his team a little bit of time to get back onto it, and those are going to be some necessary seconds as they all are back on the hill and wiping out Indiana Syndicate.
And I do want to mention, we still see some really good gunfights going down onto P3. Gorilla Hill, it will be able to take down the player in the hill, but real quick, 16-6 there for 47. That is insane. We haven't even seen a reset on the rotation, so he is just really knocking it down. 47 now going to be going back into that P3 position. He will be able to take down one in the bunker. He is getting chased, and it looks like he's going to try and catch this last and final guy over here next to the hill. Will be able to take him out, and 47 is on a roll right now. Can he make it happen one more time as he goes back in over here towards this P3 position? And we are seeing a big lead coming out right now for Valiant Gaming.
Yes, indeed, Brett. Now they're really starting to pull ahead from Indiana Syndicate. Starting to look a little bit dire for them as Valiant Gaming putting together two really good back-to-back hills. Getting about, I don't know, about 60 seconds off of both hills combined, but who's to say it's not going to be even more than that after the fact. I mean, Indiana Syndicate, they're really starting to fall behind. And Flames, he was 1-7 earlier. He's starting to claw it back in here now. And 47 already going for next spawns. He's going to totally try and hit this guy out on the top, and he's going to get Gorilla with his pants down, takes total advantage of the situation, and now he's just being a constant threat in the back, forcing Indiana Syndicate to be on their toes, and they can't fully devote their attention to the Valiant Gaming push.
No, they can't, and it does look like 47 is going to be able to pick up another kill there as he's wrapping on back around, and they have completely cut off these reinforcements to come in onto P1. They're slowly but surely wiggling their way back around to those P2 spawns. They will be able to get them, and 47 once again is coming out on top. He is just laying down the law right now as he's going to push on out here from these freshly spawned players, and he picks up two. Oh my God, the man is a monster here. He's 25-8. It's 165-46. Indiana Syndicate, you gotta do something here, boys.
I don't know if really much can be done at this point, Brett. Indiana Syndicate, they might have sustained a fatal amount of damage, not just their pride, but the score count here. They are over 100 behind, and less than 100 to go for Valiant Gaming to win. Even if they go tit for tat right now with Valiant Gaming in terms of hill time, which it's not even been going that way the most of the game, Brett, they will still lose to Valiant Gaming. So again, dire situation in the extreme for them as 47. He's 26-8, excuse me. He's not looking like he's slowing down. Gorilla gonna be a little bit of a speed bump in his path, knocking the hill down to neutral, and they're going to be able to maybe get a little bit of room in here. Valiant Gaming, this is not really hurting them too much, the lack of time going their way, because they can pretty much win off of any of the remaining hills as long as they get a good setup.
Oh, absolutely. They're about to crack that 200-point mark, and that is, well, that is going to be, you know, the death mark here for Indiana Syndicate if they can't just pull out a miracle. And we are going to be seeing Flames setting up right now to try and maybe cut off those reinforcements, switching over here to that P3 position. It is going to be the scrap time going over there towards Valiant Gaming, though, and they are getting in oh-so-close position to win this match. 47, though, is going to try and crack that 30-kill mark, and he will be able to do that with one more shot, and he's going to get some streaks there as well. We see a cruise missile coming on in. That's going to be one. Can he pick up a second one here as he tries to delay it? And yes, he's going to get two total with that streak. So right now, I mean, this is just complete and utter domination. I really was hoping for a better showing here, but that new roster here for Valiant Gaming, well, it is definitely coming into play.
Dude, I'm sure that everyone else in the audience right now, as well as me, are absolutely gobsmacked as how how much Valiant Gaming is just absolutely throttling their opponents. It is literally not even close. Just barely above 50 points. Schmalz does make a final desperate chow, but that's all it is a desperate final push, just delaying the inevitable. Already on Nexus 47, and you know how difficult it is to beat him. He is sitting there patiently, but it's not even going to come to him as Valiant Gaming. They just push right back on in and end things off 250 to 66. And it really does seem like the writing is on the wall for Indiana Syndicate.
Yeah, that was a rough one right there. 250 there to around 60 points or so. What do you say to that? I mean, that was really, you had one player that was completely going off, and he was able to just completely dominate that entire time. So yeah, that was a fantastic play coming out from 47. You had Estrel also coming in there as well. He was able to crack that 20 mark, looking up for that 30 kill range. But overall, complete and utter dominance. I mean, I don't really like to say it's all one player, but really, I mean, I think 47 had what, like maybe 6 or 7 seconds in the actual hill, and the rest of it was just him running around killing stuff. And you know that's got to be such a that's got to be like such a good feeling to be on a team to where you have a guy just go kill stuff and we'll pick up the time. Like, I mean, that's got to feel so good.
Yeah, right, Brett. You asked the question, is that what can you really say to something like that? You can't really say anything to something like that other than, ouch. That looked painful. But, I mean, all you can really do at this point is just stick a little bit of a Band-Aid on it, even though it's basically an amputated limb. It's like sticking a Band-Aid on an amputated limb. But they just got to keep moving, even though it's very hard. Because, yeah, they've been significantly... That's definitely got to hurt the ego a little bit. They just got to take that one out of their mind and be like, all right, search and destroy. Here we go. Although, granted, if they've seen any bit of challenges, which I'm sure they have, they'll know that Valiant Gaming is also very good at search and destroy. So, I mean, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But Indiana Syndicate, they just got to pray for a better next round, for a better tomorrow. This is going to be one of the toughest matches they're going to have all season. So if they can at least get 1 or 2 maps of a Valiant Gaming, I think they'll be looking pretty solid, and most other teams would not be able to do even that.
Yeah, so you know, this is where I would kind of like to point out, you know, Indiana Syndicate last time I think they won their S&D 6-2. But again, this isn't the same team. I mean, half of the team isn't even here, so you can't really make that kind of comparison in my opinion. Although Gorilla, I believe he had a really good game at that particular match. So, but I mean, still, you're coming in. That was a pretty bad loss. You got to shake it off, though. You know, you're going into S&D. It's a completely different game mode, obviously. A lot of teams, you do see them finding their footing in the second map. They get a little bit of momentum maybe here in S&D, and it's their opportunity to kind of reset, flip the tables on them, maybe pick up a map real quick here. But as you said, Valiant Gaming also good at S&D for this roster, so it's not going to be too easy. And we are going to be on Moscow, which I have seen some really good games on Moscow back and forth, but I have also seen some really lopsided games where teams have just completely run train on the other, and it gets pretty nasty over on that A site. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here today, or will Indiana Syndicate be able to just kind of, you know, brush that off and say, you know what, guys, we'll forget about it. We'll go into this next one fresh head, and we'll go ahead and get this win underneath our belt, continue on. But yeah, I mean, what do you think we're going to be seeing here for this next S&D match in terms of just, you know, what team is going to have a slight advantage? I mean, you've obviously have seen the Valiant roster play, and I don't know if you've seen Indiana Syndicate roster play much.
Yeah, I have a little bit, Brett. Not so much in this season, but in the last season, I saw the Indiana Syndicate guys play a lot. I've seen Schmalz play for a different team, and he did pretty dang good in Search and Destroy as well. So I think that the additions are not going to hurt them in Search and Destroy. But anyways, what I'm saying here, Brett, is that let's just get to the map here. The map is I would say that this is one of the most attacking friendly maps for Search and Destroy, because it's one of the maps where the attackers can really dictate the pace. There's one objective where you can just barrel stuff it with a sub-rush, and if you go there, then your opponents have to, you know, go in there and get you out of there. But there's also the equal opportunity that they just go through the middle and go for the other objective. It can be really hard to read your opponents and dedicate manpower, you know, in a meaningful enough manner to make sure that you can get kills at the same time as getting info without dying. You know, you got to make sure that you keep yourselves alive to the post plant. And that is something that is also very, very important on this map. It is very hard, especially for the defenders, even if they can't predict where the initial attack is coming from, they can't break it out, the site that they do take, if they don't have the manpower to do so.
So those initial gunfights are going to be very, very important, making
Yeah.
sure you get your first bloods and getting that map control early on. So that is always important, but probably going to be very important here for this game, especially for Indiana Syndicate, in order to achieve a win. But yeah, another thing that I do want to bring up here, guys, and most of you probably do know in the chat, but for any of those that are just now tuning on in, maybe this is the first time you've watched competitive COD, or you're just getting into it, it's only been a few matches, we are not going to be seeing any smokes being played or snipers. They are GA'd currently. We are following the CDL GAs. So basically, not going to have to worry about the one-way smokes. Not going to have to worry about sniper rifles just completely dominating. That is not going to be a concern today. So it's going to be very AR heavy, obviously, especially if we see any fights happening over there on that long street. And we should be seeing, well, at least I would say probably 2 subs, especially if they go over to that A side. But, you know, that XM4 has been very, very popular. We've seen it really dominating. In fact, I think some rosters are running up to 3, sometimes even 4, depending on the map. So that gun is kind of the do-it-all right now.
Yeah, Brett. What I really think is going to be the key to victory for either side is who can do better on the offense. That's the key to victory for Indiana Syndicate. The defenses, it's going to be really tough for pretty much either team. So whoever can really just have the better attacking rounds is going to win this, in my view, Brett. So, I mean, that's pretty much, I don't know, a little bit obvious. But anyways, we're getting in here now with Valiant Gaming versus Indiana Syndicate. Round number 2 on Moscow, and Valiant are going to be attacking first.
And we are going to be on board right now with Estrel, using that AR, of course, making sure nobody's going to be pushing too quickly up through that middle cut. But we've already seen that first engagement. JH is going to be able to come out on top. Can he get number 2? He can't, but easily is traded out right away. 2v2 at the moment. Estrel is going to be coming back in for that support, maybe getting a little bit of a pinch going down here. And this is not going to be working here for Indiana Syndicate, it looks like. As I'm sorry, Valiant Gaming does go down to a 1v1. Indiana Syndicate will be able to come out on top in that round. Sorry, the colors there, guys, kind of messed me up a little bit, but back at it. Yeah, so Gorilla gets that last kill over here, it looks like, finishing out Estrel. So that's going to be looking good here for them.
Indeed, that is just opening up a new lane of attack. Gorilla, he kept his presence for the most part unknown. His teammate did do a good job of winning his gunfight to keep Gorilla's presence relatively unknown until it was too late for the opposing side's Estrel. He was at 10 health. He was basically one shot as can be. Gorilla, all he had to do was finish what his teammate started, and that is that. Indiana Syndicate doing a really good job on the defense, and that is huge. Flames coming around the side, trying to do a little bit of damage here to knock down their opponent to size. He does get one with a solid grenade, and Schmal is going to be following suit. Flames one shot as can be, but still keeping himself alive. Teammates coming to his aid, and Gorilla is all by himself against 3.
Yeah, Gorilla's going to have one hell of a road to walk, but he's not going to be walking for too long. Does get taken down. 1-1. We even it all up. As we said, that was 3-1, so really good job right there for Valiant Gaming, the majority of their players alive. And Flame's doing a fantastic job here on this flank. He was able to pick up too, so really, really great push there onto that A side. So is this pretty much what you think we're going to be seeing most of the time? You know, not a whole lot of plants, just a whole lot of basically just going for those kills?
I don't know. It's definitely possible, Brett. I think that Indiana Syndicate from this point forward are going to be like, yeah, we respect the gun skill of these guys. We just need to make sure that we stay alive above all else. Gather information, sure, but make sure that we, above all else, stay alive so that we don't have to deal with a multiple people versus one situation. Oh, this is not looking good for number 5 here. About to get shot right in the back. Gorilla down for the count already. The other 3 are nice and together, and they know that the attack is coming. Flames overextending into the spawn, and yeah, he's trying to come up over the top, but Flames is going to get killed from the other end instead.
Yeah, so it does look like it's going to be a 2 versus 3 at the moment. The bomb is going to be down. I really like to see what 47 was doing, just holding back, making sure nobody's going to make that flank through the middle. So really good job on his part. Estrel's going to be looking at for a 1v1 there in that top position. Not going to find anybody just yet. There he goes. Estrel will be able to get that kill. JH now coming on out. That's going to be a shot punch for the win. And 2-1 as we do see Valiant going up here in the series.
Yeah, Valiant Gaming, they might have lost the first round, but they have also surprisingly won the, well, not surprisingly for them to win the first attack, but I don't know. The first attack going to be going their way. It definitely hurts Indiana Syndicate a lot, especially with 2 back-to-back going into their enemy team's favor. Might seem like Valiant Gaming has found a little bit of something of a hole in Indiana Syndicate's play style. They're going to have to make a little bit of adaptations here. It seems like that is exactly what they're doing, but Valiant Gaming in a good position to stop what they're doing here in Indiana Syndicate. They're going all the way through the middle, and this is actually really interesting from Valiant Gaming. They might be able to catch them on the way through. They at least have the intel of what's going on, Brett.
Yeah, it was basically a mirror of what we saw last time, except for we don't see a player hanging back watching those cuts. In fact, 2 of them, though, are going to be looking for Indiana Syndicate. Can they actually catch these guys? It doesn't look like that's the case. 47 is going to be able to pick up 2, and that is some huge kills coming on in. Now it's down to a 3 versus 2. That's going to be changed. Coming on in!
Oh,
he
man.
picks up 2 right there. That was a beautiful shot, just lining on up for him, and immediately going to be able to get that defuse. A little bit unfortunate, you know. I don't really understand as to why we saw 2 players from Indiana Syndicate looking basically the same direction there from streets. You know, at least have one maybe looking through mid cuts, one looking down streets, just for that that rotation that's going to be coming in. But yeah, right here, it was just too little, too late. Schmalz was not in a position to really be prepared for that, and caught both of them off guard. So that was beautiful play. A little bit of a misstep, I think, from Valiant Gaming, but I like what, or I'm sorry, Indiana Syndicate, but I like what Valiant Gaming was doing. The decision-making and the call-outs to just go ahead and make that rotation as fast as they did. That was great.
Yeah, that's another thing, Brett. They got the first blood in Indiana Syndicate as soon as they... Man, that was just a tough thing to deal with after the fact. Indiana Syndicate, as soon as those... It was a 4v2, pretty much. There was not really much they could do, otherwise sit in the corner like sitting ducks. They're trying to just muscle their way on through yet again. Might be able to do that, but Flames is going to get taken down. 47, the only one left. Not a bad person to have as your last man standing as he takes down another one. 30-something health remaining. Now back to full. He's trying to do a little bit of routing here and find Gorilla. He's actually going to do a little bit of full circle on him. He knows that he gave Gorilla intel that he was over here, so he's trying to do a little bit of 3D chess on him. The Hunter has now become the hunted, Brett, and Gorilla, he's going to full circle back to B because he has absolutely no idea where 47 is due to some amazing brain power from 47.
Yeah, some really good back and forths, and we do see, oh, they're actually going to be meeting right here. 47 can make a turn and get the kill. He does! And that is a quick snap and a quick kill as we see the sub beating out the AR 4-1, and we are seeing this round, this map just handedly going into the favor of Valiant right now.
I mean, yeah, Brett, they just seem to have total faith in not just themselves, but their teammates. They're just flying on in 3 men at a time. They're like, I'm just going to shoot this guy. I know that my teammates got my back, and we're just going to muscle our way right on through. And it might not have worked out to get them the win completely, but, I mean, when you got a player like 47, like we saw in the hardpoint, can just get kills whenever he wants on a whim. Whenever he wants to get kills, he's going to get them. It's just like, yeah, he just wants more kills, and he's going to get them. Is there a single thing that this man cannot do? Apparently it is die. He's not very good at dying because he has only got one of those so far, Brett. He's itching for the final kill here. Does get knocked down, unfortunate, but Valiant Gaming does put that one to bed as well. It is 5-1 as Indiana Syndicate looking just flat-footed at best, Brett. They're looking really desperate for a way back into this. Their path to victory is not as clear as it was in the beginning.
No, it is not. And to be honest with you, I was kind of hoping that 47 was going to get that last kill that would have given him streaks here on this potentially last round. And that would have been interesting to see if he even was going to use them. But it doesn't even matter. 7-2 for 47 as he is looking fantastic. Look at Estrel over there, 2 and 3. He's just like, why am I even here, guys? I'm just going to sit back, you know, just chill out here in the back of the map. We're all good. But 47 here is going to be the first one up into that A bomb site. We do see those trophy systems going to be picked up. And it's going to be the first kill once again going to 47. and his teammates are going to get taken down. That's going to be Astro Flames, though, coming in with that flank. And this is just beautiful movement coming in right now from Valiant Gaming. JH, he's going to try and do something at Escalator, but no, nothing you can do here in this situation. Smalls, what are you doing, buddy? Just go ahead, lay down, and give it up, as that's going to be a 6-1. Really good movement coming in there from Flames. That's going to be it there for map number 2, as it's 2-0 in the series in favor.
Dude, again, color me amazed. This is not very surprising for me based on what I've seen from Valiant Gaming in the past. This roster is very, very beefy. We'll call it that. But, I mean, I did not think that they would just be trouncing on Indiana Syndicate this hard. This is definitely going to be a message to everyone else in the league right now, especially our undefeated champions in natural talent. They are also in the same group, by the way, so they will have to face them at some point. And that is gonna be a really damn good match, Brett. I cannot wait for that one. Indiana Syndicate, they've still got an opportunity to do something here. It is the most even-handed control map, so even if they do have the attacking side first, it's not a total death sentence. But when you're playing up against Valiant Gaming, it might as well be, because it doesn't matter what side they have. They just look good no matter what.
Yeah, it's the kills. You know, it's just the potential there to get kills right now for Valiant Gaming. They are on a roll. They're not losing their gunfights. You got 47 doing a fantastic job, and he's not slowing down whatsoever. So, you know, going into a control map on raid, like you said, it's a fairly even map. We do see a lot of trade outs on offense as well as defense here, but it's going to come down to those you know, lives that are going to be remaining. And something tells me right now that even if we do see a round number 5 here, it's probably going to be Valiant that comes out with that defensive side, even though it doesn't really matter here. But yeah, you know what I'm excited for? I want to see some streaks, because I literally have not seen streaks being used effectively here on raid. And I got a feeling that we're going to be seeing some maybe from 47 here.
Yeah, I got a feeling too, Brett. And that tonight's going to be a good night for Valiant Gaming. I think they're going to come out here and have a little bit of a field day. They've been playing up against some high-level competition and challengers, et cetera, for a very, very long time. Indiana Syndicate, I don't think, has benefited from the same baptism by fire that this Valiant Gaming squad has had to go through in other competitions. So Valiant Gaming, they're definitely bringing out the skill. They're bringing out the teamwork. They're bringing out the togetherness. They're bringing out the IQ, and they are bringing out the W's. I only see this one going one way, to be honest with you, Brett. Although I'm going to hold final judgment to see how Indiana Syndicate does in this. It's just really hard to think that you can beat a team like this. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen before, where, you know, they get some momentum in the control and they're able to kind of come back. I would say maybe it's a little bit more possible if the hard point was a little closer, but that was a pretty one-sided event, and I feel like Crossroads and Raid are kind of sorry about that, guys.
You're chilling, dude. That's a pretty funny ringtone, by the way.
Oh my God, no! I'm on call for work, so that was actually a telemarketer there. So I apologize on that one, guys. But anywho's, yeah. So I think, you know, Raid and Crossroads, they're fairly close in terms of just like they're a circular style map. You know, they're not just really skinny horizontal map where everything comes down to a choke point. And things flow really well. And what you saw, you know, from 47 in that Crossroads map is that he likes to flank, and he's really good at it. And that's what we're going to be seeing on Raid. A lot of flanks, a lot of really, really good. Oh my God.
It's all good, bro. Oh my God. This is going to be a true test for Indiana Syndicate right now. If they can get a map off of Valiant Gaming right now, I'm sure that will put them in a good position in comparison to all the people who will have to face them from this point forward. I think that, I don't know, it's not a totally bad thing if they don't do it, because I'm sure everyone else is going to have trouble up against this roster as well. But just thinking about your placement for the playoffs, Indiana Syndicate would really, really help them on their map count to get a map off of Valiant. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, it does appear that we are finally in here and ready to go with Control on Raid. It's, again, like I just said, this is literally a do or die time for Indiana Syndicate. Are they going to be able to pull something out, the likes of which we have not seen them do yet? Or is it going to be more of the same? Is Valiant Gaming going to keep on the trailblazing path all the way through to the winner's seat for tonight? It's really, I don't know. It's hard for me to think that their opponents, that Valiant Gaming, will let it go that way. But I've seen crazier things happen. Brett's seen crazier things happen. So I don't know. They're going to need you guys. They're going to need their fans tonight. They're going to need the energies.
Yeah, they're gonna need something. You know, just make sure that they knock back maybe some Red Bulls and get some energy in them. I don't know, get some hand warmers going
Rogue
down.
energy.
I don't know. But it does look like we're having a little bit of some technical difficulties here with one of the players. So we're just going to be on the hiatus just for a few moments here. So back to us. I'm sorry for that, guys. But yeah, one of the players did glitch.
Yes, indeed, man. And I mean, the thing is that although Valiant Gaming might be on a little bit of a, a streak right now, they got the momentum. I think that the longer this goes on, the more Indiana Syndicate is going to have time to recollect themselves and say, hey, we don't necessarily have to beat these guys in the series in total. As long as we get a map or two, we just give it our all in this one. We can take this as a learning experience to going up against the next people. That's how these guys got so dang good, is by playing against other teams and learning from them as well, in addition to just being cracked out of their minds. But Indiana Syndicate, they've got some really good stuff in their back pockets as well in terms of gun skill. They just, I don't know. I think as long as they can take the learning out of this and maybe a map in their pocket out of this, Brett, I think they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go to a quick break. We'll be right back in just a few short minutes. So don't go anywhere, guys. Promise you, we're going to be seeing Control Raid coming up here in just a little bit. All right, guys, so we are back. You've been waiting patiently, and we do appreciate that. We are going to be on board, though, with 47. And if you are just joining us, this is Valiant Gaming versus Indiana Syndicate. So far, it is 2-0 in favor of Valiant Gaming as they've been crushing through these maps. And right now, it is looking no different as Valiant Gaming, they are definitely doing some work here over on this A site. 47 still going to be alive as he's going to chase down this last and final kill. Yes, he is. He's going to spot another one. Oh, almost able to get him so low there on health, but we do see some trades going on down. So right out of the gate, Kamaka, this is getting spicy.
So it's getting a little bit spicy. You can definitely tell that Indiana Syndicate has had some times to clear their head during the delay that we just had. Revamp still trying to come out here and do a little bit of something, making 47 not sit totally comfortably here, but not make him sit uncomfortably either. Still very easily getting the kills that he wants. Sees Gorilla up top, pops up, gets the kill, sits back down in his spot just like that. And now they have already gotten a point secure. Valiant Gaming, they're trying to do a little bit of a speed run of this, Brett. And it's really looking like they might get the league record potentially here if they keep with this trend.
That indeed might be the case. We are going to see 47 switching out guns just because he just doesn't have enough ammo. It's on a 3 streak right now. We'll see if he's going to be able to continue this as he hops on into laundry. And they are going to be looking for any stragglers over here. We'll be able to find a couple there next to pillars. And he stops back out. We'll be able to pick up the kill. That's going to be Schmalz getting taken down. Revamp, though, with the long range shots is finally going to be able to stop the terror. But in the meantime, we do see a couple of players there from Valiant being able to get onto that 8 point. Not quite able to get more than just that one tick, but JH is going to be able to do a little bit of damage here as we're going to be seeing just a really bad spot here for Gorilla, and he is going to get taken down. Can he make it number 2? JH isn't going to be able to find him just yet, so that is going to be a full clear, getting onto that 8 point right away. Yeah, this is definitely looking fast, but you know what? They're doing pretty damn good here for Indiana Syndicate, all things considered, especially with how much time was on the clock.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better than they have in any of the rounds previous here, Brett. They're trying to come in for one final contest. That's going to be Schmalz on the spot, taking down one teammate coming into his aid. This is good stuff from Indiana Syndicate so far. And 47 not able to get the better of that gunfight either. So, yeah, look at the lives, though, as well, Brett. 4 into the hands of Indiana Syndicate. This is, I think, the only time I've seen them have a little bit of a life advantage. And it's definitely the first time I've seen Ezreal go 1 and 7. So, I don't know, definitely some good stuff going on here for Indiana Syndicate after that break that we had. Fearless trying to come out here, but knows that he has got too much to deal with here, and he backs right on off. Look at how much time has gone by as well, Brent. It's been I think they had about like 2 minutes going by after they took the objective, but now it's only down to 30.
Yeah, and you know, but I think the one thing though that we got to point out is the fact that it's going to slow down a lot. We are having just a delay pretty much coming in here for Valiant Gaming. Nice little shots there from Estrel. He picks up 2. That's going to be huge, opening up the point. 47 might be able to pick up Estrel. We'll be able to take down Schmalz. So that is going to open it up. They're finally going to be able to cap it out. I think this is it. Only a second left. There you have it. Valiant Gaming will be able to sneak on in there at the very final second. So even though they didn't have that man advantage going into that last push onto the point, I think they played that very, very well. They waited. They were very patient. They were like, all right, let's move as a team. Able to get those first initial 2 picks onto the A, followed up with a 3rd. That opened it up wide for them to jump on. And since they only needed that 1 tick, very, very quick on getting that capture.
Yes, indeed, Brett. They had no lives left, and it was just the 2 of them there. They're like, let's just sit on here. We got 1 tick left. Let's just kill this guy, power burn this. The other guys are nowhere near close enough to stop us, we think. So that was a really good play from Valiant Gaming, despite the fact that they only had the 2 of them left versus the 4 of their opponents. It was basically search and destroy from that point. It was no respawns left. But Valiant Gaming, they're trying to turn this life deficit on its head. Although it is minor, they're looking to make it major and in their favor. 47 is going to get a little bit found out, though, with some bad timing. Schmalz and the guys, they are clearing a great path on A, and in mid, they do know that they've got a little bit of something going on here as well. So Indiana Syndicate definitely turn up the heat.
See how long they're going to be able to keep that up. Estro will be able to pick up 2 kills, and that's going to be a clear onto that A point. We'll see if he can actually do some more damage. The spots went out by Van. Gorilla, though, able to dip and dive. Will be able to come out with the win there. Flames following it back up, and he should be able to clean it up, and he does. So what looked like maybe a little opportunity for Gorilla to get some times, not going to be the case. Now 47 is all the way in the back, and he's picking up some spawn kills here. Finally does get taken out, but JH will be able to cut off those reinforcements coming on in, and this is where it gets scary.
It does. It is very scary right now, Brett, for Indiana Syndicate. They might be able to do something here, especially if they take a map off of their opponents here. That's probably going to be more than what a lot of the other people in their group are going to be able to do up against them. So that would be huge if they can at least take a round off of them. Indiana Syndicate, they seem to have renewed confidence, and they're going on in for B. Instead, they do take down Estriel at the cost of one of their own lives, and the reinforcements are being cut off by Flames. They're taking care of him right now, though, but time is of the essence, Brett. They're getting completely surrounded, and they're about to get pounded by both Estriel and 47 at the same time.
When you line up like that, that's going to be pretty hard to survive. And yeah, Estriel picks up 2, 47 the third. That's going to be a stop push right in its tracks. 16-7 lives with 4 seconds left to go. I think we can safely say that round number 2 is in Valiant Gaming's pocket.
Yeah, round is firmly in their pocket. They've got a pocket protector going on there too, Brett. It is very secure in the pocket. But, yeah, I mean, I just gotta say, Indiana Syndicate, I admire the tenacity to not give up, despite the fact that they have been just getting absolutely pummeled this entire time. The fact that they are still having the courage and the tenacity to see this one through, it is respectable at the very least, if not a little bit impressive.
Well, you know, like you were saying before, you know, these guys, they got to take something from this. If you're not going to learn, if you're not going to use this as a teachable moment, go back, watch the VODs, get better. How else are you supposed to get better? That's the kind of the whole point here. So yeah, it's going to hurt, but I think that they are going to benefit in the long run. Estriel now is going to be on board over here onto that A point. It looks like his teammate did get taken out, but a nice little fight back and forth that Estriel picks up 1, 47-2, and they are going to continue on here with this rampage onto this A point. We'll be able to get that first initial tick, and those first ticks are very important onto these points because again, it lets you rotate very quickly and be able to do power burn on these sites. And oh my god, 47 finally does get taken down. Estriel though following it up, and you know, a man that we haven't really talked about a whole lot. He's 12-15 currently, but he's had some really key kills. He does get taken down over there, but in the meantime, Flames now is going to be capturing over onto Bravo.
Yes, indeed. They do get completely wiped off of A for the first time. That was pretty much their first attack, finally put down by Indiana Syndicate. And now they're going for both, just dragging them all over the place. This is great tactics from Valiant Gaming. They say, hey, look over here, and then they sucker punch them from the other end. It's like boxing tactics 101 here. It's a little bit of a feint attack, and now they are going on into B as well. They're in prime position. They get this. You have to chow them out from this one little spot here. 47, a great spot to challenge that right on back, but Indiana Syndicate somehow managing to keep it rolling on in here. Estriel, like you said, he's gotten some pretty dang key kills. He's going to be looking to get a few more as he pushes on through. Mid could be a little bit troublesome, though, and so is Basketball Court as he goes down, and so does his teammate as Indiana Syndicate reestablishing control.
Yes, they do, but for how long? We got a minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. JH will be getting taken down. We see a little bit of maybe a spawn trap going in, but we don't know how long that is actually going to last here. As Valiant Gaming, well, they are going to be set up pretty nicely here. And it is going to be Estriel with that push over here through Kitchen. He's going to be able to catch him off guard. Oh, he goes
no!
With the melee, not going to connect though. JH is like, it's okay, buddy. I gotcha. We'll go ahead and clean this mess up, and we'll go for the flanks here as Flame is going to be following it back up over next to that Bravo site. So 1 tick in B. They're going to be working on that second one. Minute and 8 seconds left on the clock. So plenty of time like we talked about before, and that's going to be an easy kill there from Flame any day as he does catch him kind of unwittingly.
Oh my god.
Schmalz there, though, is able to pick up 2, it looks like, and get onto the B point. So they're managing to save it for now. 56 seconds left on the clock. How are the lives looking? Indiana Syndicate with only 4-6 there for Valiant. So we need to make sure that we're getting those kills. And right now, Indiana Syndicate not looking good as they are down to only 2 bodies left.
Yeah, they have no respawns left. Their lives that they have left are the only the two that they have right now. They're still managing to hold off just a little bit, taking down another one, and now it's just 2 versus 3, making it more and more doable by the second. JH is a little bit in the enemy team spawn, but Revamp is in theirs. So Flames has got to go and clear this out. Got to be a little bit careful here. But oh no, careless. They're just whittling them down to nothing. We might see Indiana Syndicate take a round off of these guys. And kill. Huge kill. Almost gets the second, but makes it nice and easy for JH to go in and seal the deal. Slightest of margins, but Valiant Gaming still pulling through.
Yes, they did. Yeah, maybe a little bit of ego challenging going on there for Valiant Gaming there. You saw some missed melee kills that ended up taking them out, but ultimately they were just the better team tonight. I mean, and that is just without a doubt the case here. And Valiant Gaming proving that well, they're here to play. They may be lower there in that division, but they are obviously not that same roster, and they are looking very, very dominant. And like you said, it's going to be interesting to see them versus a team like Natural Talent, who dominated in their first week of the match of the season. And, you know, maybe we're going to be seeing a pretty good game versus them. But yeah, 3-0, Valiant Game take it. And they are going to be the proud winners here tonight.
Yes, indeed. That is going to be a 3-0 into the hands of Valiant Gaming. In case you guys just missed out on it for the live stream, you guys can still go back and watch all the action unfold. Valiant Gaming, they looked pretty dang good the entire time. And that's no surprise if you've seen them in Challengers. These guys, they are some very experienced, almost professionals. I can't quite call them professionals because they don't play for a professional team, but they're basically the next best thing, more or less. So, yeah, Indiana Syndicate definitely having a tough time tonight, and Valiant Gaming might be setting a trend, a winning trend that everyone is going to be fearing from this point forward, Brett.
Well, we'll see if that is going to be the case. I do want to see, do we have the this week's matches that are going to be coming up? Oh, okay. I would be curious to see what who Natural Talent is going to be playing, because I do want to see how they played this week, just to see, you know, if maybe last week was, obviously they played the last seed team and it was a bit of a blowout there. But yeah, I mean, I think that they're going to be doing really well here in the division. I'm very excited that they have joined us in this league. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Now make sure you guys do stay tuned. We have another match coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern. Unfortunately, not sure who that is, so I do apologize for that. Maybe production could let us know, but oh, there he is. Kamaka's got it.
I got it. It is going to be God Gaming versus Hyped Esports. I'm going to be on that one as well with Trevor Brett. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for that one. You don't really got to go too far. It's only an hour away, so make sure you guys keep the tab open. You guys can go get some food, watch a little bit of a YouTube video, an hour-long YouTube video, whatever you guys like, and come right on back at 10 o'clock, because it's going to be a fun time, ladies and gentlemen, fun times. Anything you want to say before we get on with the finishing of the match, Brett?
No, I think that's going to be it. Appreciate you guys coming out and watching. Make sure you do follow the K7 League Twitter, because we are going to have all of our announcements for our next matches coming on up. But we've got many more this week, so also hit that subscribe button down below. And I do want to give a special props out there to the partner GitGudHosts. Without them, well, we wouldn't be having these awesome hosts here for both of these teams to play on. So appreciate that. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. We'll see you guys here in an hour with Kamaka and Trevor. So don't miss that match. We'll see you then.
Making money ain't a problem. Yeah. Could pay away the pain and it really gonna solve it. No, no, no. Yeah. All this cash in the bank and I'm never gonna forget. Where I came from, LA, show me screaming, don't trip. Yeah. They don't wanna see me win.
I've been on the road for 6 months, don't ever doubt me. I never flinch like 24 under out of bounds play. Bounty hunters, what they call me, Kevin Burgess. With my armies, I'm in my calling, bro, get up off me. Pity parties, what you're always throwing. If you don't work on music, don't expect to eat from torn. Your verse is born, bro, I've been on course of blueprints, laying them out. I tried to pay away the pain, but it's still hanging around. Honestly, I never said this life is perfect. If your church ain't talking about social injustice, it ain't working. Why the sermons that we listen to be on the surface? Maybe tough topics bring collection, place negative earnings. I'm so certain of my pen game and all my verses. Lucy lurking for my worship, but I'm so immersed with the son of God. I'll admit though that I ain't perfect. Mugs be ignorant, bro. It's hard to be the bigger
Making
person.
money ain't a problem. Yeah. Could pay away the pain and it really gonna solve it. No, no, no. Yeah. All this cash in the bank and I'm never gonna forget. Where I came from, LA, show me screaming, don't trip. They don't wanna see me win.
They don't wanna see me win. None of y'all is kin. I beat the game twice. I'm on the final boss again. Let me break it down. No one cares about your craft, cause you ain't even getting looked at unless you talking cash. Everybody wanna rap, nobody wanna write. Nobody wanna be putting in the long hours. Y'all cowards get no flowers. Y'all some doubters acting super, but got no powers. I'm like Bowser hawking fire straight up out of my tower. I got the potion, while y'all is comatose. I'll be here forever like the vastness of the ocean. I'm attacking with the motive, rappers think I'm boasting. Y'all don't understand this braggadocious cause you acting off emotion. Tyler said making money's not a problem, but it's having pain and thinking what you get from shows can solve it. Know that one artist, one who venue always packed out, he's probably insecure up in his glass house.
Making money ain't a problem. Yeah. Could pay away the pain and it really gonna solve it. No, no, no. Yeah. All this cash in the bank and I'm never gonna forget. Where I came from, LA, show me screaming, don't trip. Yeah. They don't wanna see me win.
You know there ain't another girl like her in the city. No, you know she looks so good, but she ain't so pretty.
I don't know why I feel this way, but I'm the ride she's driving insane. And don't you know you oughta pump the brakes? I can't tell you why don't you let it go. I'm the line and if finally I'ma let you know you're somewhere in between my legs.